What's up, Informal Gangster family, Informal Gangster soldiers, Informal Gangster gang? I don't know what you guys want to be called yet, so I don't know what to call you guys. But everyone that's listening, man, thank you guys for tuning in. Before we go into the next podcast, I just want to say a huge apology to my guest, man. She was on the podcast forever ago, so I want to give her a big ass shout out, man. Thank you so much, Sharita, for coming on and being so patient with me, man. Your boy's been going through it, man. As you know, I'm a single producer, making everything editor of the podcast, so that takes a bit. I've been getting a lot of shows in El Paso, so I've been traveling back and forth. The editing's been taking forever, but thank you guys so much for your patience, man. I'm gonna start trying to bust out a video a week again like I've been doing for you guys before. Again, Sharita, thank you so much for the awesome time and for your patience. All right, let's start it, I guess, officially.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Thanks for coming all the way down.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you again for coming by to Informal Gangsters. It's always weird starting for me. I don't know how to introduce. Well, for you, it's kind of easy because you got a bunch of credits. But I don't know if you have sometimes I don't know on your podcast if you have a bunch of friends. But wait, before you start talking, for the podcast listeners that don't know,
Right.
we have a long traveler coming from El Paso, Texas. She's a
Yes.
comedian, entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You
got
even own a
acting now.
production
I do.
company and acting.
Yes.
Damn.
Working.
I was barely working on my triple threat. You got that 17 threat and shit. Damn.
You have to, because like COVID made you stay relevant, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, anyway, I have the wonderful Miss Sharita.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for coming. I know you have
Thank you.
we're trying to make this quick too because you have a show here in Las Cruces. You're actually you're actually a national traveling comic.
I am.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I love it though. It's weird because you never thought you would travel the country doing jokes.
Yeah.
Telling jokes.
Talking smack into a mic.
Pretty much.
I know no one ever really tells you that. Like I remember
No.
like I was a kid and they're always telling me oh, do you have that can opener?
Mm-hmm.
They're always telling me like, oh, you're funny, you could be a comedian, but like I never knew what that meant. Like they never told me like, oh, this thing is broken and you got to open with this.
Mhm. Go the other. Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, you're a gangster.
Yeah, I did it the other way.
I was like, you are military. You made it work.
So you gave me a tool. I got it.
Because also another one of your checklist boxes is you were in the military too, right?
Yes, 22 years and counting.
Sheesh,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Thank you. I did 18 years active duty, and now I have my 5 years on the reserve side. So that way I'm not like deploying as much.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, like being a single parent with my kids and trying to be in the military and touring. Well, we don't tour, but we actually go overseas.
Yeah.
And that got a little stressful.
Oh yeah, I bet. Dang, that's managing all kinds.
It is. So now I just on the reserve side, I just got picked up to be an instructor. So now I'm going to take all of my knowledge and teach it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. Is it gonna be close to home, or you got to be deployed for a little bit?
Right in El Paso.
Oh, nice.
I have a unit
That's
in El Paso,
better.
so they just come through 2 weeks at a time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Like to beat up the kids.
We can't hit them. We can't hit them.
You can't hit them.
No. We beat them with knowledge. Knowledge is power.
That's what my teacher used to call her ruler. She beat the shit out of me. Knowledge. that way I was like, Mom, she beat me with knowledge. Yeah. And then she's like, shut the hell up.
Yeah, so. But yeah, I love it. Like, I mean, eventually, I'm getting up there in age, so I'm going to have to retire soon. So it's going to suck. But with the comedy going the way it's going and with the acting picking up, I think I have a good chance. Like, I shouldn't be so scared.
Yeah, something to go back, like continue another career.
Yes.
Start a second career. That's cool.
Yes.
I feel like I haven't even started my first one. Fuck, really? Man, I'm so behind.
Oh, yeah, because I joined the Army when I was 21 years old, so I didn't know anything. So
21?
I grew up. Yeah, so nice. I grew up in the Army. That's all I know. You know, so they get out and then you...
Like all your family was in it too, or you just...
I'm the oldest, and I had 2 brothers that joined, and then I had some cousins that joined.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I'm the only one in. Everybody else got out. Everybody else didn't make it, and everybody else was like, nah, this is enough.
Just
You know.
enough time. They did enough of their time, and then they got out.
Yeah. So.
That's cool. So then, what got you into comedy? Like being able to travel and.
Well, when I got here to El Paso, I say here, I know I'm in Las Cruces, but once I got to El Paso, I've been stationed at Fort Bliss for like 12 years. So I would just go to the comedy club, like something to do on the weekends.
Yeah.
So friends were like, oh, let's go to the comedy club. I was like, there's a comedy club? So I would go and I would watch the comics, and you always have friends that tell you, you're funny enough to do this too. And you're like, no, no, no.
Yeah.
In a setting with your friends will tell you anything.
Yeah.
But when strangers tell you you're funny, then you're like, well, maybe I got something going for me.
Maybe, yeah.
So I just tried it out, and I've been doing it ever since.
You just fell in love with it?
I did. Well, you always fall in love with comedy, whether we watch rom-com, like movies that are funny,
True.
or like famous people that are funny, like
Yeah.
back in the day, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. So,
Yeah.
and then to the new people like Gina Yasher and Wanda Sykes,
All the big hitters.
Right.
Yeah.
So then you're like, what? I do the same thing. No way. And now I'm doing
What
it.
was your, like, what got you into doing it? Like, as in, like, who did you see? You just went up, you just went up to, like, the comedy scene and just started seeing it, and then Google the open mic? You're all, fuck, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try this.
Well, I used to work at the El Paso Comic Strip. A lot of people don't know that. I worked at
Oh,
the El Paso
really?
Comic Strip for a good 4 months. It was the first
Oh.
job I got when I came off of active duty.
Okay.
Because I went that's how many times I went during active duty while I was in the Army. I was like, yeah, let's go to the comic strip. So I was going a lot. So when
Cool.
you work there, you start hanging out with the comics.
Yeah.
And little known
Naturally.
fact, Hanny's the one that she was at LQ New York doing an open mic session. And she was asking me for tips and pointers. And I said, well, you standing behind the microphone stand, get in front of the microphone stand and do this and do that.
Just get into it, yeah.
And she was like, if you think it's so easy, you do it. So basically, she dared me to do it. And I've been doing it ever since.
Oh, shit.
So she really started
pushed you
it
into it?
Yeah.
Well, that's
cool. It
cool.
was all through Henny.
Hell yeah.
So it's just weird now.
Well, I mean, the industry moves on. Everyone does their own thing. And everyone starts traveling, going to different cities.
Yeah.
Like yourself. That's cool. You have some shows that you're going to be doing this month?
Yes, I'm going. So September 24th, I'll be in Austin. No, here in El Paso. I'm sorry. So September 24th, El Paso. But September 25th, I'll be in Austin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Austin.
Austin, do you know the venue there?
The Romo Room. I don't remember you when you
pull
do
out
so
your
many
phone.
rooms,
It's all good. Yeah, I know.
right?
Well,
Like,
you're always traveling, and then all the bars kind of sound the same.
Some of them, and then some of them, like you see them on Facebook when other people are putting their flyers up, and you're like, well, hopefully one day I can get to that room, but you really don't know how to get to that room.
Yeah.
Like who do I call or contact?
Yeah.
Hey, can I perform in your venue? So, but a lot of it is the work. The more stages you go on, people see you and they request you.
Yeah,
and I didn't know
hey,
that.
Man.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I'll just bust up in a place. I'm like, hey, let me tell some jokes.
Yeah.
It's not like that at all. It's like, no, you literally have to be asked to go
work
somewhere.
the scene a little bit.
Yeah.
Do the open mics because you start meeting the producers because you are even producing some of the shows yourself, right?
Yes, I am.
You have the Bro Show coming up.
The Bro Show coming up. We got like 5 killers on there and a surprise host.
Yeah.
I don't know if you met Diego. He's the host of the show. Diego is he's a teenage comic.
Oh.
He's been doing it since he was 14 years old, but he's
really?
He's so funny. And people don't know that because most of the establishments won't let him in because he's underage.
Yeah.
But you have the rule where as long as your parents there, we let him on the stage.
Yeah.
So we gave them, you gave him the opportunity, you gave the other comics the opportunity because they're like, well, you're putting on shows for certain people, but what about us? I'm like, oh, I don't know you want to do a show until you tell me.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's still weird asking somebody, hey, you want to be on a show? But since I've been producing, I've gotten so many messages on Messenger where comics will scout me and say, hey, I see you putting on shows. I want to be on one. So that's how I put the shows together. Usually you ask me.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right, but again, I'm still young in the producing. I just started.
For sure,
so
and you're still doing it too, like watching the timing. You're in the open mics too. I see you there. Yes. So like you're watching too. You're a scouter now too. Now.
Exactly, because if you can't be funny in that 5 minutes, it's hard to book you. And a lot of comics don't understand that. They're just like, well, just let me on. I said no. It's like I'm trying to protect you from cancel culture too. Yeah. You can't just go on stage and just say anything because there's a microphone. You have a platform.
Yeah.
We have to be careful.
Yeah, work harder.
Because
make it little.
Yeah, because if the wrong person's sitting in the audience and they don't like you, that ruins it for everybody.
Yeah.
Not just you.
Yeah.
And we've lost venues. I don't know if you know, but we lost a venue during an open mic because a comic went and attacked the crowd.
What?
And the crowd, they had every right to. They went to the manager of the establishment.
You know what? Something like that happened here. I think that's why open mics
Well, they're slowly starting to like open up here in Cruces, but one of the times when I first started asking around, I guess there was a guy that did the same thing, but not attack physically.
Yeah.
He just started saying slur words, like just throwing them out, like
Yes.
calling Mexicans that,
You know, and why
like,
would you do that?
like yeah, just started yelling because no one was laughing, and that's why they had to
Yeah.
like pull him out. Like the problem was they tried to pull him off stage, but that's when he started kind of like fighting. He's like,
Getting
"No, I'm not
upset.
done. Fuck these
But that's what
people."
you have to understand. If you're on stage and nobody's laughing, that's you. Your job as a comedian or a performer is to entertain the crowd.
Yeah,
If they're not laughing, that means you're not entertaining them.
you didn't do your
You
job.
can't exactly. So why are you
Yeah,
mad at them?
yeah,
You know?
exactly. You just
So
make it weird. Yeah.
yeah.
They're like, oh, it's not me. It's like me. I think that's what's part of like the cancel culture too. Like people don't
Mhm.
want to, they don't want to like. Usually they're focusing so closely on someone else that they're like
Yeah.
forget to look at themselves. And you're like, dude,
Yeah.
you're flawed too, bro.
Yeah, but then we all are guilty of it when we're sitting there writing our jokes. Hopefully, you're writing. So we're sitting there writing our jokes
Yeah.
and we're cracking ourselves up. Like, nah, this is funny. It has to be funny because
Yeah.
I'm laughing. Yeah, but the goal is not to make you laugh. You have to make other people laugh with you
Yeah.
or at you,
Exactly.
depending on what type of comedy you do.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes like it's about bringing people into your universe, but
Hmm.
also in a way that's tasteful for them.
Yes.
Because you're also bringing them into your stories and what's going on, but you can't
Yes.
just be like full out saying it, but like you have to paint a better picture sometimes. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's hard. A lot of people cannot do it. A lot of people can't do it.
How do you structure your writing? Would you say like you have like a time slot every day you write, or when you get inspired you write?
It's mostly when I'm busy washing dishes or I'm doing something with the kid and a thought comes to me. And that's the one time I don't have my notepad right there. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna remember. And then I get to my phone or my pad and I lost it.
Yeah,
So
damn.
basically, that's how I have to do it. I have to carry my phone, and I call my phone a leash
Yeah.
because I'm attached to it, like most of us.
All of us.
Yes, so I
Yeah.
have the notes open. I'm like, I'm gonna write, but I like the old-fashioned writing, a notebook and pen. I keep one in my book bag. I keep one in my car. I keep one by my bedside, so that way wherever I'm at in the house and the idea comes to me, I start writing it down. You
Okay.
know, and it's like, dear diary, today was the worst day of my life. But you just start
I stubbed my
writing,
toe.
yes, and then from there it flows. And then you know the term trim the fat. So you
Yeah.
take what you wrote and like, all right, that's not funny. Take that out. That's too wordy. Nobody cares. Where's the funny part? And
Yeah.
you start condensing the writing, and that's where the jokes come.
And then you start sharpening it, and then you take it on stage, and then see
And
if all
that's
that
where
was
the open mics.
working.
And that's okay to bomb at an open mic because the open mic,
uh,
people don't realize the open mic is where we get our practice in. We're working
yeah.
our new material in. So 9 times out of 10, it might not be funny right then and there because we're working on it.
Yeah.
You know,
Or it
but
might
the
be the first time
showcase.
they're hearing it.
Yes.
So you're like, oh, okay. Now I know when I said it out loud, now it makes more
Yes.
sense.
Right. So you're just like, oh, that went over well in my head, but when you actually say it, it's like, ooh, not so good.
Yeah. Or like a reference too that a lot of people don't get. You're like, oh, I
Mhm.
thought everyone would get that, but
Right.
no one gets it
No
because
one gets it.
only you see that shit.
Right, right. So I was just like, damn, I gotta change it. And then that's also with the age gap because I'm in my 40s. I'm about to hit my mid 40s. I'm about to be 44 this year. So a lot of stuff I have to backwards relate it, if that's even a term. So I have to find a
What
way
does
to
that mean?
relate it to the younger people,
Okay.
but actually and still be relatable to the people of my age. So comedy is subjective, but to make it relatable, you have to make it relatable to everybody in the room.
True.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. How
Yeah.
much time would you say you have? Do you think you're.
So right?
No, no, no. Like, just go on stage and, like, just go.
Oh, I'm up to 30 minutes now. I've
Oh,
done 30
nice.
minute spots.
Like, ball, like, just
Straight 30
comfortable.
minutes,
Just
yes.
go
Just on stage.
do it.
Because after a while, I'm not good at timing myself anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm still learning how to time myself, but I'll just keep going until I see a light or like, am I supposed to get off? Like, just keep
Hey, y'all,
going.
give me the mic. I'm just
Right,
gonna
right,
speak
right.
into it.
Because no matter how long you're up there, even 5 minutes feels like an eternity. Like you're like, wow, I'm still up here. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
But you zone out and you're just engulfed in the comedy and then to see the smiling faces, you want to keep going. So that adrenaline that you get, because 3 seconds before I get on stage, I'm nervous, I'm
Oh
shaking,
yeah, of
I'm
course.
sweating,
Same.
my hair's a mess now. It was cute, but I just sweated it out.
It's all.
And then I just get on stage and I get into my routine and I'm like, all right. So I get that first laugh. I'm like, all right, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And then when I notice, because everybody does, when you notice when you start bombing or start losing the crowd, you got to reel them back in. All right.
Yeah, you gotta say
Stop talking about that.
something.
Change it up. Change it up. So I've been on stage long enough to know to recover, keep the crowd entertained, or just when to stop talking. You know, sometimes you gotta cut it. I'm like, all right, that was my
All
time.
right, that's good.
Yeah.
There's no way I can fish you out.
Gotta
Yeah.
read the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some people don't. They'll just keep digging a hole. You're like, oh, dude, you don't want to
Yeah.
just call it. Like,
Right.
you were going to wait for the light.
Exactly. I mean, if you're getting paid and you have to do 30 minutes, you have to do 30 minutes. I understand
True.
that.
Yeah.
And that's when crowd work comes in. But you have to be real good to do crowd work. You can't just be like picking on people in the crowd and
True.
talking smack. You know, like talking shit. Because somebody in that crowd is funnier than you and you lose the room. Oh, that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. They
Yeah,
got
that
better
is
jokes
pretty
than you.
embarrassing.
Like, oh,
He's
wrong
like
person's on
showing you up.
stage. Yeah.
I feel like that guy, bro.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta have roast jokes like in the pocket, ready to go, bro. Just fire off.
Exactly. But I've been lucky. I haven't had too many hecklers.
Okay,
So,
that's good.
yeah, because
Well, you do have a presence on stage. You're like, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with her.
yeah, like, well, because it's a different, you know, it's in all fairness, that's my time. I work to get that time, so why allow somebody to take it from you?
Yeah, 100%.
You know, so if I got 5 minutes, give me my 5 minutes. Let me do my thing.
Yeah.
Afterward, if you want to talk shit to me, wait till I get off stage.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't like that joke. Okay, well, time's up. Sorry.
Yeah, what didn't you like about it? What part hurt your feelings?
I know, right? Let's go talk about it over some beers, but you're buying. You know, and that's all.
And then with acting now that you're doing acting,
Yeah.
well, how is that? Like, did you do it here in town? What'd you go do it for?
My
what was
first
it for?
movie was filmed in Austin. It's called Butterfly. It's coming out some summer 2022. So I'm
Nice.
excited about that because the director of that, Emerson Johnson, found me on Facebook.
What,
Found me
really?
on Facebook because that's the miracle of doing these shows. When they say that comics get paid in exposure, it really is true. So
Yeah.
you never know who's in the audience recording your sets for you and doing Facebook Live.
Yeah.
So when somebody finds you, like, and he told me he picked me to be in the movie because he liked my makeup.
Okay.
You know, I do my makeup to look different. I have my military where we don't wear makeup in military, but outside of military, why not? Put a little bit of makeup on, you know. And I got to cover up my battle scars. You know, I got my dark circles everybody likes to make fun of me about. You know, it comes with the territory. So I'll put a little pop of color on. I'll do a wig. I'll do a hairstyle because I have to figure out how do I make myself rememberable. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
So, or how do I make myself stand out? So that was my first movie role. And then this week,
Do you think I should start wearing makeup so I can be more
men do
memorable?
wear makeup a little bit. They put the filters on. You know, you can't tell.
What about just half
Half-
of it, like half of it, or at least a little color? Because I think
Little
that'd be
color?
cool. Like I want to do
Yeah.
like Indian makeup, but for guys, you know, like random little like 3 lines
You
maybe.
can.
And then the next day I'll switch it up, maybe do lines this way.
Right, like the football lines. Like, it's go time.
Yeah, just for the day.
Yeah.
Would that be weird? I think
Not
that'd
at
be
all.
weird.
Not at all.
Maybe in my office if I went to work with it.
But
No.
well, yeah, if you go to work with it. But remember, when you're on stage, you're an entertainer. Why not?
Sure. Why not?
Because you're entertaining. And then how else are you going to be memorable? If they might not remember your name, but they're like, no, the one guy, he had the scar on his face.
Yeah, he had a little.
It was a scar. No,
It
it
looked
was like
he
a
had a little
smudge.
shit right here, but
yeah,
I guess it was a mark. I don't know.
right. And then you see him again, it's like, now that guy. Now I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so they were doing something live. The producer contacted you.
Yeah, he's like, we want you to just he had you still have to audition, and I nailed the audition, and they flew me out to Austin.
So before that, did you have any
acting
experience?
I did one where I was just an extra, and it's the movie with Eric James Olmos and George Lopez.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the movie because it has a long name. Oh. But basically the golfing scene, we're all standing outside.
Yeah.
And we're watching them golf and stuff like that. It'll come to me later. But that was like my first movie where I was extra. So this is the second movie where I actually have lines. And then just last week I filmed a scene for Roswell.
For Roswell?
Yeah.
Like a documentary?
No, it's a show. It's a show on
CW.
Oh,
no, it's coming out. Is it on Netflix or is it on ABC?
I don't know. I thought it was on
HBO.
CW.
Fuck, I don't know. There's so many acronyms.
Yeah, right? So it's on a network. But yeah. So,
but they're making the Roswell. That's already, so it's just like a continued series, right?
Yeah, they're on season 8.
So what season are you? That's the one you're gonna be on, season 8?
Yeah.
What?
So I was like,
Are you one of the victims? Are you?
No.
Part
I
of
was
it?
the role I was supposed to have, but the COVID testing took so long, so I ended up just being background.
Okay.
So I'm in the background now, but that's okay though.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's still a credit.
Yeah.
That's badass. That's more than I
Yeah,
have
because
done.
they paid us to do COVID testing. What?
Yeah, shit. The only credit I have on my resume is like back in the background of my family pictures.
Oh no.
Background too, because they wouldn't wait for me. They'd be like, "Hurry, Andrew's not here. Andrew's not here," and I'd be like,
"Oh no."
Nah, I'm just kidding. They love me.
And then you over there like looking like a shadow.
Yeah.
That's me. That's just a blur.
Yeah, that's funny. Do you have any siblings?
I do. I'm the oldest of 4.
Of 4.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
well, okay. If people are watching, let me be honest. From my mom's side, I'm the oldest of 4. From my dad, I'm like number 3 of 4 or 5. I'm not sure.
4 or 5. So
Yeah.
around 8 or 7.
Probably. I don't know.
Okay. But okay, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
4 for that you were close with,
I'm
or
not
not
close with
really?
any of them.
No.
No.
Well, shit. The military made you travel too far.
No, it's mostly not even. It's like most families with the sibling rivalry. It's like, oh, you think you're better than me because you stayed in the army longer than me. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But I bought my first house. Okay, well, stay in it. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like just normal
Stay
sibling
there.
rivalry.
I'm gonna travel the nation.
Exactly. And then I had my one brother that lives in San Antonio. I had to show up there, and I invited him out there. And he told me he was gonna heckle me. I was like, "You gonna
Okay.
heckle me?" He said, "Yeah, you get up there, you say stupid shit, or you're not funny. I'm gonna heckle you." And I went up there and I did my thing,
Yeah.
and I came off stage. He was like, "Yo, you good?" I was like, "I know." But then the problem was I inspired him to be a comic, but he wanted to go up there, and I was like, it's not an open mic. You can't just go up there.
Oh, just that night,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. He was
you
like,
wanted
"Oh,
to
I'm
go.
about to go on stage." That's not how it works, bro.
Yeah, so relax. You
And
gotta
then this
work
is
to
my
get up
thing.
here.
Yeah, I was like, no, this is my thing. You gotta find your own thing. This is my thing. Do your own thing.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, no, I'm funnier than you. I was like, well, you ain't made me laugh yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, and you ain't gonna say. Did he start trying to do open mics recently?
No.
I have a couple friends and family that'd be like, dude, I want to do the open mics. I'm like, well, I'm
come on
posting it.
out.
Go for it. Try.
Right.
And every time I see them, I'm like, what do you got? They're like, I only got like 1 or 2 sentences, but I don't know.
Right. But but that's how it starts.
Yeah, for
At least
real.
come out and do that. Like how Chad started off, well, he would do like a minute and just get off stage.
You get all
And then he went
scared?
from a minute to 3 minutes to 5 minutes. So it's like, all right, keep building. You gotta start somewhere.
For real.
Yeah.
I think the first time I went up, like, I guess they were tired of people doing that. So, like, dude, you do 3 minutes or, like, you can't be on my mic for, like, the next 2 weeks. And I was like,
That doesn't make sense
damn.
because, in other places like San Antonio and Vegas, they only get 3 minutes. So it's like in those first 3 minutes, you have to be that funny. So here and with the Las Cruces comics and the El Paso comics, we give you 5 whole minutes. That's a long time.
Yeah. So make it work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why
even if you have 3 minutes, that gives you 2 minutes to explore, like, your.
Even if you just start doing crowd work.
Yeah.
Until you get, because a lot of us get nervous on stage still. You gotta lock eyes with people looking at you like.
Yeah.
So
Or they're like this.
Right, but
Sometimes.
no, don't give somebody 3 minutes and tell them, no, get off. No, give them time. They're learning, and that's the whole purpose of an open mic is to learn how to be on stage, how to hold the microphone, how to work with your body, being on stage and interacting with the crowd.
Yeah.
There's so many dynamics that people don't realize. Some people, you just don't walk on stage and go into it. You have to mentally prepare to get up there and know where you're at. Because even Zeke could tell you, I think Zeke was in Vegas. He did a show where he fell off the stage.
What?
The stage collapsed up from under him.
Wait, the stage did, or he
No, the stage.
There's light.
Well, he told me the stage fell. And I was like, okay, I was there because I had my own show. I had my own show. I was killing at my show, and then he bombed at his show. So
oh shit! So he fell. Wait, I feel like after you fall, you'd probably be able to, like, come back from that.
If you can, some people can without making it a joke, and then some people are like so embarrassed. So and then
I gotta ask him about this.
Yeah, because he said he let out a little squeal.
Oh shit! He's like, oh.
Yeah, so you can't play that off. You're like, oh shit, So,
that's funny.
Yeah.
I could only imagine him.
Yeah.
Shout out Zeke. Hope you're okay, bro.
He's fine. He's doing karaoke.
Well, I'm talking about his mute or his ego.
Yeah.
But that happens, bro. That's what I like about comedians too. Is like we don't really, or some of us, I should say, don't really have egos because it's all about just having fun. You're going out for that night. It's literally just about the laughs. Like, just go talk shit. Some people get hurt. And it's like,
Yeah, I like the after hours. Like we call them after parties. Everybody's hanging out, talking. And then sometimes when you hang out after a show with comedians, that's the best joke writing sessions right there. The only difference is nobody has a pen and paper out, but you're talking, you're going over like, oh, I should have said this, or another comic be like, yo, I like the part where you said this, and this, and then other comics add tags to it, and help you out with the joke, and then you just gotta remember.
Yeah. The hard part is writing it down. I always write shit down. You forget how important English was. I was all like, damn, if they told me I could just write my thoughts, which I guess they could, but I feel like I was raised Like Naruto, I took a creative class that they maybe she dumbed it down dumb enough for me to be like, dude, you could like write all this stuff. Like you don't have to do like this. I always thought everything was like a format. You know, like an essay had to add this, and this, and this. Like, you know, like site project or like every sentence was always like structured to me. And so like I started doing comedy and like actually taking creative classes and doing all this. I'm like, oh, I could just write my ideas down.
There you go. That's all it is. Because all a joke is like the setup, your punchline, and your tags. If you remember that, you take a story, a thought, a process, and turn it into a joke.
Yeah, you cut it down to 3 sentences.
Exactly. or 2 if you're really good. And then you got those comics that are one-liners. I cannot do a one-liner to save my life. Or a pun. I can't do it. You know, I'm a storyteller. That's what I do. I tell stories.
Yeah, puns, especially on the spot, dude. People that do them, like, just banging them out, dude. What do you do? Just sit down and learn words, and then flip them backwards and forwards. It's insane.
That is amazing.
Hey, now that you do acting too, so like basically you get paid to do stuff like act and stuff.
Yes. I hate to say it pays more than comedy right
now. Hey, that's good. Hell yeah, whatever pays the bills.
Yes, exactly.
I think that's cool.
Exactly.
And especially, it's a cool way for you to. You said this was your first or second time?
My second time acting.
Okay, then yeah, like it's
so
like still getting experience to see maybe you might like acting better than comedy.
But that's the trap. So the thing is, a little birdie told me you don't quit comedy when you start acting. You keep it because comedy is what got you into acting. They saw that you already came with your own special skill. Comedy is a skill because, again, not everybody can do it. But when you stop doing it and you just do acting, in acting they put you in drama. They want to see you happy, sad, crying, everything a comedian is not doing on stage.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So for me personally, I'm not going to give up the comedy.
Yeah, that's 100%. That makes so much sense. Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Because once you get away from it, it's hard to do it again.
Yeah.
It's hard to, and because you get
like even the break we had for Rona, that was rough to get back on stage. And I didn't even do like big venues or anything. I was just doing open mics.
Yeah.
And even trying to get back on stage, I was like, oh shit. Like,
yeah.
Those heavy nerves.
Yeah. I had my germ mixing and I had the microphone condoms. I was like, hey, let's cover up. Let's do this. Jordan was like, you're the only one that's bringing. I was like, because I can't bring the Rona on to my kids.
Yeah.
You know, I can't explain that.
But I'm ready to be out here.
Yeah, you know. And that's how you know you love it. Is like you take all the proper precautions, the safety precautions to keep doing it. Because a lot of people quit. A lot of comics quit.
Yeah, true.
You know, and it's unfortunate, but we understand. You know, it's like your health, your family's health first.
Yeah.
And comedy's not going anywhere. I don't think so.
No, there's no way. Right. Unless all hierarchies fall, which is almost impossible. No. Comedy will always have it. Because comedy is about attacking the hierarchy.
Exactly.
Right? Because you're always like building tension doing that, talking shit about whatever.
Right. And it goes back into the olden days, the medieval times, they had the court jesters. And that's the court jester's job was to bring comedy.
Yeah, make light of it.
A stressful day, you make them laugh. The only difference is if you didn't make them laugh, it was off with your head. But now, now you just get banned or you don't get booked for a while. You know, they tell you, keep writing jokes. We'll call you back later.
Yeah. You be on the down low for a little bit.
Yeah, you know. Like,
you don't fucked up. You took money for some dumb shit.
Exactly. Yeah, you said something controversial. Ooh,
speaking of taking money for dumb shit, perfect segue. I have this video. I'm sure you've heard of all this shit that's been going on. I'm kind of behind on it, but I still wanted to bring it up. The fucking, what is it called? The crate challenge?
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Dude.
So for us old people, we use crates as basketball hoops, or we sat on them.
I did have a basketball crate too.
Yeah, we brought them in the house because we couldn't afford a coffee table or real furniture. We bought them in the house, covered it up with ice, and that was your coffee table, you know?
Yeah.
And now here they are doing the crate challenge.
So like that's what I was saying, taking money for dumb shit. They said if they make it across, you get 25,000.
Yikes.
You think you would try for 25,000?
No, because your medical bills is way more than that.
Oh, that's true.
That won't even get you in the door to emergency room.
Let's see what kind of injury is that? Oh, broken back or something.
He
something
like he
in his back.
His shoulder. You know what it is? They don't play Tetris.
Oh.
There's a way to interlock those things, and they're not doing it right. Ooh.
Oh, did they make that one? Oh, tricky. They gave him like an extra step.
Once it's wobbly, you're done.
Yeah, once it's...
Did you see the one where the girl in heels did it?
Oh yeah, she did it like a badass. She didn't even fall. She made it all the way.
Yeah, she made it all the way.
That's funny because there's no girls here. It's just guys.
Oh, yeah.
They're just eating shit.
They should have put the heels on.
That's it. They should have put the heels on.
And look, you know you old. You don't get up as fast anymore.
Oh, that was it, right? Yeah, we already watched it.
So nobody got that $25,000.
No, not nobody. So what do you think? Would you take that? Would you take that bet?
No.
You didn't try for 25,000?
No,
Just one try?
I don't have daycare set up for injuries. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
I think I could recover from an injury like that.
Really?
I only seen one super terrible where he broke its arm.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and I think it was an old lady. She broke her arm.
Why y'all got your grandmas on the crates?
I know, she really did.
No way. Y'all know they got osteoporosis.
Yeah, look, we can look this shit
they
up.
Should not
we
be
got
doing
time.
that. Don't put y'all trying to get the family inheritance early.
Look, I'm put lady breaks arm doing.
Oh, crate challenge. Yeah, there's
crate challenge.
Wow, why would you do that to grandma?
I don't know. She looks. Look, I'm just gonna let you see. I'm gonna say like I don't know how to like a crackhead. Is that a nice way to say it?
Yeah.
They call it the Hood Olympics.
Yeah, because that's literally what you're doing. I bet you if you drive through a rich neighborhood, they don't have a crate.
Hey, if you have cryptocurrency, make sure you buy crate investments.
Oh my goodness. That's how you know people just got bored. They got massively bored.
They're like, oh, you gonna close down the bars?
What's your fault? You can't stop. There she go.
Well, there's her mistake. She's holding on to her skirt.
Oh, as she's doing it in a skirt?
No, she don't.
Yo, you gotta go. You can't quit when you stop.
Yeah, she jinxed herself when she said she didn't got it.
Oh, both feet? That's where you fall, dude.
Yeah, once it's wobbling. Because they're putting all their weight on their legs and making themselves heavier. Run. Ooh. Yeah, you can see where she landed.
Oh, look at her.
Oh, that's gross.
And what happens? They just take the crates and leave. They're all buying.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we gotta go.
Oh, let's hand wobble.
She landed on that thing hard.
Look at that. Her forearm's coming out right there.
Why didn't they put the mattresses out? Like you did with the wrestling, the backyard wrestling, they had their mattresses out. They had the trampolines out, so that way if you fall, you bounced off something and then landed on the floor.
You know what? If I was gonna get that bet, I would do it, but I would buy this product. Watch, I found this right after I saw this crate challenge. So it's a startup company that's building this stuff for
the elderly.
Nursing homes. Yeah, the elderly.
Oh, wow.
It's like when they fall, these airbags for people that can't see, they explode around their hips and around their neck and head.
Yeah, because somebody's probably tired of paying that medical bill.
Right? They're like, dude, you keep falling. Stop falling, Grandma.
Yes. I would fall on purpose. I would get me one of those so I can take a nap somewhere.
Would you buy?
Yeah, they look comfortable.
Would you buy one of these for your parent or anything?
Not for my parent. I'd buy it for me.
Just for you?
Yes. You know, we work, like comics, we work late. So we get home 2, 3 in the morning, sometimes 4 in the morning.
Just throw yourself.
Yeah, so you be tired. Or you get too drunk and you just pass out.
You can't make it to the bed. You're just
I can't make it. I'm going to just fall right here. Safe.
Okay. At first, I was like, oh, man, I don't know. But I guess you're right. I guess at first, look, there's old people watching. I guess they're future buyers.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, my knees are hurting.
Right. That would be a good
But if I did have that, I would then do the bet.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Oh, yeah. So you fall from a crate challenge?
Yeah. I was just pop and you'd be a little bubble.
Go gadget mattress.
You just bounce back on the top.
And you're fine. Like,
You'll be set. Good to go.
See, nobody's thinking.
Let's see what other things we got. Oh.
I'm not trying to eat nothing from prison. Like.
No. So I wanted to ask you about your diet. So being so busy, being like a mom, entrepreneur, production, manager and or owner.
Soldier.
Yeah. So a soldier.
Yeah.
Like, would you say you eat out more? You cook? How do you cook?
When I'm home, I do cook because I got kids.
Okay.
So I got teenagers and they're already picky. So I'll make like a wholesome meal. I'll make some pork chops. They love jasmine rice and a
Oh,
vegetable. They love
fire.
spinach.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a
Fire.
home cooked meal. So I try to stay close to that. So it
Okay.
doesn't have to be too healthy, but we're not gonna eat like Whataburger every night.
Okay.
They did this week, but in my defense,
Next week.
I was busy all week. So they ordered Outback today. Yesterday
Okay.
they had McDonald's, but yeah.
Damn, Outback today. You spoiled them today?
Yeah.
What's special about today? You're like,
I
well,
was here hanging out with you.
she got a
I got invited over
show.
here
She
to do the
made
podcast
it.
and a show. That's a double header. So I was like, I'm not cooking.
Hell yeah. I feel thank you. Very grateful
Oh,
that you're
thank
here again.
you.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Thank you.
But okay, so you cook them up good ass meals, so they're probably
Yeah.
healthy as shit.
Yeah.
So then what I'm about to show you is probably like
Nowhere near healthy.
nowhere near healthy.
Yeah.
This is like type of shit me and my roommates eat because we live in like this is
You guys are bachelors though.
exactly yeah. So like it's people have called it a frat house, the trap house. It's just like crazy shit. But I wanted to get your reaction to these foods and let's see. Honestly, I've never tried one of these, but I kind of do because they're like in the middle of nasty, but also like and like you know what? Like I've been and am kind of in the borderline of poor. You know, we're right there all the time.
So ramen and you just add whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if it's
chicken.
left over, but you added something to it.
Yeah, some weeks you go without any shows. Other weeks you're like fucking eating Outback every week.
I'm tired of tuna fish. Oh yeah.
Watch, so this guy.
But remember, I didn't have Outback. They had Outback.
Well, they better be grateful.
They are.
I know, that's great.
They're good kids. And I gotta feed them.
For sure.
There's somebody tell on me.
Oh, what's going on? Here, let me. Sorry, I'm taking a.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
This fucking thing.
How to make Laffy Taffy in prison. Some Kool-Aid pack, some coffee creamer, and some water, and some saran wrap.
It says making Laffy Taffy.
You pour the Kool-Aid packs in with the creamer. Mix the Kool-Aid and the creamer up real good.
Shout out this guy, guys.
Yeah.
For the podcast, guys. Very simple stuff. He's making Laffy Taffy with stuff you can get in prison. I wasn't fast enough to read what he put in there, but it's basically had 4 ingredients.
Yeah, the creamer, the Kool-Aid, and water.
Creamer, Kool-Aid, and water. That's it, guys. That guy looks like he's been in prison his whole life.
What? 3 for $1?
3 for $1 in prison.
But you don't have teeth. They eating all that sugar.
That's why you don't have teeth.
There's no dent. Oh.
Guy, stop eating the candy, bro. Your
all right,
teeth...
I'm not gonna lie. Jolly Ranchers is my crutch.
So he melts it, puts a Starburst, another Kool-Aid powder.
They got microwaves in prison.
Melt them all together.
Cut the ends of the Q-tip off with your clean fingernail butter. Mix everything together. Roll your Starburst
Oh, shit.
in the center of your lollipop. That's what it should look like. Stretch the outside around the Starburst to make it smooth. Finished product.
It actually looks pretty dope.
Bussin'.
Prison slushy. This one's dumb. I would never do this one.
I'm just amazed at what they get in prison.
For real. But I get you, that guy's really handy. Like, he could make a barbecue weekend with, like, the bare minimum. Just, like, 4 strips of pork.
And you're like, oh, this is good.
Yeah. It's like, oh, he's got slushies in the house.
I seen a video when a girl made prison pizza.
Prison pizza?
She made prison pizza, and they used ramen.
That was the last one. Oh, no.
I'm like, they're eating candy?
Yeah, he just throws Starburst.
Skittles.
Or Skittles.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid packs in ice and then punches the shit out of it until it's powder.
They need to buy stock in that Kool-Aid. They buying all that Kool-Aid.
For real. You see, hey, we should invest into crypto. We're already thinking of the future, guys.
Right? Y'all gonna
follow us for your future crypto purchases.
Just saying. We can make you some money.
Yeah, just a little bit or a lot, just depends how much you want to make.
There you go.
Yeah.
It takes money to make money.
For real. Hey, speaking of that, how was it getting? Is this your first show you're throwing? That's not you included, like just separate the bro show?
No, this is my second one. I had another one where we had a show over at Tanya's Gridiron, and I had Zeke run it because I was out of town. And Jamar Hall came to that one, Joe Rodriguez, Anthony Russell Brown, Otis Hicks was on that show. And
Okay.
then we had Duck Easy come all the way from San Antonio.
Hell yeah. So like
Yeah.
after you threw that one, they're like, hey man, we would love to have you back.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
What is it called? The Bro Show, Bro Show.
Yeah, the Bro Show. And the guys were kind of upset. They're like, "Why'd you call it the Pro Show?" I was like, "You realize every time you produce a show, you have to give it a theme or a name," and I didn't know what to call it at the time. I was like, hey, it's all guys, and nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's not.
Yeah,
It's this one right here, right? Oh
yeah,
no.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, on Friday, September 17th.
Oh my gosh, look at that! It's on Google. It's number
It's
one
gonna
on Google.
You guys make sure you go freaking check them out. Hell yeah. It is the number. Just look up Bro Show El Paso, Texas.
Yes,
and
number one
the
on
first
Google.
one.
Do you know how hard it is to be number one on a Google search?
Sheesh.
Exactly.
I know.
That's a great algorithm. So I'm excited for that show. I'm hoping people come out and just support local comedy, and I hope the guys do it. It's Stony Island is headlining. Marco Antoine is featuring. Then you have Hobo Favela, Jordan Savai, and Alfredo Marquez.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out, guys.
Hosted by Diego.
It's going to be a badass lineup. You guys make sure to check that out if you're in El Paso that day, or if you're not, if you're going to be bored, you already look bored, bro.
Okay.
Go fuck into that show on that day.
And as always, I want to produce more shows with more comics. We have a lot of comics that haven't gotten a chance to do showcases yet. So I want to put them on as well. We have other venues, and that's the cool thing about it. We try to use the same venues to keep generating success with that. And we were looking for other venues. So hopefully, if you own a venue, you want to sponsor us, that'd be nice.
Oh, yeah. Hit us up.
Yeah.
Hit her up. She the boss.
Yes, please. The next show we're going to be doing is going to be at Pistoleros de Adobo in San Elizario. Because they're like, hey, you did a show here and then you didn't come back. I'm like, I'm sorry.
We're coming.
Yeah,
relax.
I'm busy. Like,
you got to do other cities too.
Exactly.
They've been waiting longer.
Yes, and I'm sorry. It's just like when you are on the road, when you're bookable and you're out there touring. So it's like in the middle of the tour, you got to remember like to show the hometown love and put shows on. So it's like I'm only one person.
Yeah.
Only one person. It's just me.
But also, it's cool that you give it time before you come back, because then you could come back with fresh material. Like, they already heard your first stuff. Hey, hey, give me some time. Let me get some cool stuff. Because when you come back to your hometown, you want to just be like, hey.
Yes.
Here's the
like,
fire.
I heard that already.
Yeah. Or finishing your joke for your, like.
Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah. So, again, like I said, I'm putting on shows. If you want to be on a show, you're a comedian. I don't know if you want to be a show if you don't tell me. So please hit me up. Like, find me on Facebook, Instagram, all the social media handles. Just come up to me. I'm always we're doing open mics everywhere. So just hit me up and like, hey, put me on a show, and we'll put you on stage.
Yeah, and we'll see you. No, we'll test you out first, bro. You got to do like boot camp.
Yeah. Well, all my comics know that. Well, you guys are not my comics, but all the comics know. I just need to see 5 minutes. Just need to see you for 5 minutes. If you go hold 5 minutes, I can put you on stage.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do 2, 3, I'm like, nobody going to pay to see that. There's a difference between open mics and showcases. Showcases,
you want to be out there.
Yes, the hard-on community, all that money that they're going to spend on, on you, you got to give them a show.
For sure, yeah.
You can't just be like, oh, you, just go on stage.
Have fun. And some people have to plan the day. Get a babysitter, do all that shit. You can't disrespect it when it's a showcase like that. You got to go hard. Like,
the guys trying to press the girls. Well, I'm gonna take you to the comedy show. I'm funny too, though. Yeah. The ladies want to be taken out, so we're giving you guys entertainment.
For sure.
Live comedy, and it's always good. I always say support the locals, because I find that it's unbelievable to me that people will pay tickets for top name comedians.
Yeah.
Right. So.
That aren't around here.
Right. And for us to get there, we have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So support your local comedy scene.
Yeah. Go check it out. Just go one night. We're out multiple nights a week. Fortunately, I'm out of commission for a little bit. I went too hard 2 days ago. I lost my debit card and my ID.
No.
Yeah.
So you're going to have identity theft coming up?
No, hell no. I hope not. Well, I canceled my card.
Okay.
And then, but it got charged one time that night, and I don't know if I went to that last spot.
Yeah. Is that where you left it?
I don't know.
And you never went back to ask?
Okay, so what happened was when I was paying my card, my wallet, phone, I have a wallet / iPhone case. It fell, and all my cards fell out. And I was like, oh, shit. I remember grabbing them But I also remember her giving her like she's like, oh here she's like I closed out.
Yeah.
So I grabbed my card, grabbed my beer, and I just kind of stuffed everything in there because I was kind of like trying to move fast because it was a packed bar.
Oh.
And then I didn't realize so like because I already closed out. So like the next day I was like, where's my ID shit? I tried calling them.
They were closed.
Nah, yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, true story. I dropped my wallet at the establishment, and Andrew's like, "You dropped your wallet." I was like, "You gave it back, thank you." I'm poor, but thank you.
I was like, damn, I was hoping that kind of karma was gonna come back, but nah, I don't have fucking idea. And then like now they're making it super hard, getting like 2 proof of insurance or of residency, but your passport, all that basic shit.
Yeah, passport. I don't have a passport.
Yeah, well, like it's like a proof of identity, so I guess it could be your passport, social security. Yeah, utility bills. No, that's a proof of residency.
Oh, okay. So your birth certificate, maybe?
Yeah, birth certificate's another one.
Social security card. That's a lot.
I know, and then I have to, so I have to go get that, and then because I try to get my debit card so I can pay for shit.
Yeah.
I need my ID, so I'm like, damn, I'm this ball of fuck.
No,
while I'm also trying to work.
Phone.
What's up?
For your bank, you should be able to call over the phone and hit the or go online and hit the lost ID card.
Yeah.
Or lost debit card, and they send you a new one.
Yeah, but it said 5 to 7 days. Yeah. That was 2 days ago. I was like, shit.
You got to stand in the bank online, like, I need some money.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Good luck with that.
I know. Yeah. It's coming. It's coming together. I mean, I have all this shit. It's just like sending it, and then everything like takes 5 or 7 business days. So the ID's gonna take another 5 or 7 business days, and then the debit card another 5 or 7 business days.
And it's longer if there's a holiday. Not to wish that on you, but I'm just saying.
Oh shit, and there was, which was Monday.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend happened. And then you got Columbus Day coming up, so it's like, ooh.
Damn.
Then you got Thanksgiving, then you got Christmas. Yeah.
Come on, give me my shit.
Right? Like,
then Christmas? Oh my God, that's too close.
I know. And I have 2 birthdays in October. My twins' birthdays are in October.
Can we cancel Christmas? Because COVID cancels everything.
No, it doesn't.
I don't have to buy a present for everybody, okay?
No, so I don't buy presents, but I cook a lot of food and I decorate.
Oh, food. You can gift food. What's the best gift?
Banana bread, some turkey legs.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Cookies, fucking bizcochos for us Mexicans.
You make plates and sell plates. Or, somebody that's not going to be around family, make them a plate or invite them over. Either way.
Hell yeah.
Food is the best gift. I know.
It is. They say food is the key to a man's heart, usually.
Just through the stomach. Yeah.
Always.
Women, too. We have hearts and stomachs. Don't forget about us.
That's funny. Speaking of... Oh, wait. How was I going to get into this? I don't know. I was trying to make a smooth transition into this last video I wanted you to see. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Christmas and winter time. So I've been watching this whole thing, like not to get super into conspiracies. But here's a conspiracy. Nah, it's not a conspiracy. It's actually real.
Really?
Right? So this video comes out, right? And like winter time's been getting colder and colder, and summer's been getting hotter and hotter, right? Mm-hmm. And this is why. Because they figured out how to control the weather and how to make it rain. And so like if you make it rain in one place, you're creating a drought in another place. Exactly. So if you're making it cold in some places, you're making it hot in others.
Exactly.
So anyway, this kind of explains how the United Emirates uses drones to make it rain pretty much. Right.
But you gotta understand over there, it's all desert. They need it.
That's true. Yeah. They need it too. They actually make it rain on purpose. I think they said once a week.
What? Yeah, because I've been overseas and them sandstorms are ridiculous. Look how it moved.
It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Huh? But then you got rain going over water. That made no sense.
I think that was just for like the video for the purposes of showing how it does it.
Yeah.
But basically this plane flies, for those of you that can't see the video and are hearing, this plane flies and it ionizes the air, so it makes it heavier, and then it makes it rain. Or there's another one that's talking about where it makes salt flares, and the salt is the debris that the water molecules are pretty much connect to, and they fall down as rain.
Yeah. Man, it's some 2012 shucks. No, the day after tomorrow.
2020, yeah. The day after tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's always a natural disaster movie Why y'all always come from New York? Like, why we gotta be the first to like y'all be terrified?
I think it's just because it's like the worst possible.
Well, yeah, because New York is an island, so you get stranded there, you stuck.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I
I'm
think you're pretty
smart.
much
I live
stuck
in a nice
anywhere with
island.
natural disasters.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah,
really get away from
yeah.
them.
You got Hurricane Ida, now it's Hurricane Larry. I'm just sorry. I live in them places where it's either hurricane prone or tornado prone. I'm like,
I know, and we
no.
got mountains, so we're kind of safe on that. We just get like a
Yeah.
crazy rain for a little bit,
Yeah, like the
or
streets
floods.
flooded. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta figure out what car to drive because I can't be stranded.
Do
And now it's not.
you have a rain card for real?
Well, I have
Like,
two cars. I have a kid's car and I have my car.
mm.
So it's like when you're responsible parenting. I wanted a minivan, and I got divorced because he didn't want a minivan, among other
Oh
things.
my
He wanted a minivan.
god.
And then I was like, all right. So when I came off active duty, I bought like my present, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, I don't need. I was trying to date, and it's hard to date in a minivan. I'm not gonna lie. You not pulling nobody in the minivan. So I was
None
like,
of
I
the
gotta
guys
get a
try to
cool
get
car.
a
Hell
freaking the
no.
freaking shaggy wagon.
No,
No, what the
minivan. They're like,
fuck?
oh, one guy was like,
You were hanging out with Mexicans because they would feel at home in the van.
no, my ex-husband's Mexican. He was like,
Oh
we ain't
shit.
pimping on minivan. I said, pimping? What you doing?
What?
Hold up. What you mean pimping? So
We're on
yeah,
different
so
terms now.
exactly. So I got my car, which is easier. So kids have their car, and then I have my car. I can go where I want to go, and I'm not dating now, so But
Yeah.
yeah. I found somebody. So
Yeah.
so I
This is
ride my car, he
back in the
ride his
day.
car. Either way, and
Yeah.
it's just a lot easier. So that way, like cars break down, you have to have money to fix them.
Yeah.
So it came in handy when one car would break, there's another car. So
Yeah.
it kind of helped out. But I ain't balling. I'm just saying, like, just practical thinking.
I have two cars.
Yeah.
Well, especially in El Paso because rain car and no rain car.
Yes. So the minivan a little bit higher up off the ground and go
Yeah.
through some puddles. I know. I tried it that whole flooding season, and
Yeah.
I didn't get stranded. I admit that I take my Mustang out. Yeah, I'm gonna be stuck. So.
And that Mustang is really nice. So you
It
don't even want
is.
to take it through some
I
mud or nothing.
know. I know. But that's my
Hell
travel
no.
car. When I go travel by myself on the road, it's just me and the Mustang. So. But when
Okay.
I take the comics out with me and we go on tour, I take the minivan. I'm like, kids, we'll be back. All right. Thank you.
You're calling the comedians your kids?
No,
Get in the back, kids.
I'm telling my kids. No, I'm taking your car. We're going on the road. All right.
They get
fine.
all excited. Like, oh, okay,
Yeah, mom's
mom. Like,
going
we
out.
got mom's
Yeah,
car.
yeah. So like, but it's kind of cool. It's like when you grow in the comedy world, eventually I'll probably get like an actual van or something that we can go on tour with.
Oh yeah.
But my dream goal is to get a tour bus and hire a driver because I want to sleep.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, because there's times where you're on the road and you did all the driving, and then you got to be fresh to go on stage.
The next
And you're
day.
tired. No, the same night.
What?
Same
Same
night.
night?
Yeah,
Oh, when you have
sometimes.
like two shows? I'm barely starting. I'm barely getting one show and shit.
Yeah, it happens. But yeah, that's how we hit
Yeah.
Vegas. We hit Vegas up. And as soon as we got there, we had a show. I was like, it wasn't even planned. It's like, whoa, you guys in town? Come on over. I was like, ooh,
Oh
okay.
shit.
I did
There's
all the
three
driving.
guys
I'm
up.
tired. So you pop some caffeine right quick and you just do it.
Caffeine. How do you take it? Do you take espresso or hot or
Shoot.
iced coffee
It
with
just
ice?
depends where we at. If it's a Coke, I'm good. If it's coffee, coffee's better. But then I won't sleep for 2 days. So either way.
Coffee with just coffee? So
Yeah.
energy
Well, I'm
drinks, do they
sensitive.
fuck you up?
Well, no, I'm sensitive to caffeine regardless. So any caffeine, and then in the army, there's this thing called 24-hour duty. So you had to stay up for 24 hours. So we would like drink the energy drinks or the
Yeah.
caffeine, and I was literally stay up for 2 days. I couldn't sleep the next day.
Damn.
So when it's time to you get off work, your 24-hour shift is over. Everybody
just
goes
like-
home, go sleep. I can't sleep. I'm up. What am I gonna do?
I still got another 12 hours.
Yeah,
Let's
like,
go.
So what do I do? I gotta work tomorrow.
I bet you I helped you with kids though, because those motherfuckers never sleep when they're small.
Yeah. So it's just like, why are you up? We don't know. Why do we have to go to sleep? No, go to sleep. The 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, you hear a noise. It's like, who's that? Oh, it's the kids playing.
My car.
Yeah,
I'll
like,
play
take
with
your
them.
ass to
Fucking.
sleep.
Nah, just kidding.
Yeah, no. Now you can't beat your kids, okay? Can't beat them.
You
But
can't.
no, it's all good.
You can, but I was beat, and I feel like I'm okay.
Yeah. So some of us feel like that, but like in my household, when you have special needs kids, and then the kids that are not special needs, because I don't want to say normal, but like, oh, you said normal. I don't know the problem, but I have special needs kids and I have not special needs kids. So you can't discipline. You can't beat the non-special needs kids because they're looking at the other kids like, well, you're not gonna hit this one, right? Yeah. I'm like, oh no, they're already damaged, so you don't want to hit them more. So it's like, so you kind of like have to change your disciplinary style, you know. So I'm the mom that's like, oh well, let me get that Xbox out the room, let me get that PlayStation out the room, let me take your cell phone and cut off your ties to your friends, and you'll figure it out. You have to discipline kids a little bit differently. So you have to take spanking off the table.
Yeah, for
in
sure.
that environment. You know?
You have to hurt them in another way. How you're saying, like, take shit away from them that they love. Like, they like their privacy, take their door. If they like the gaming, take their PS4 or internet, all that
oh,
shit.
you failing in school? Come here, I got something for you. See this dictionary? Yes, because I had to read the dictionary as a kid.
Really? That was your punishment?
From A to Z, and I was like, in one night?
What?
Yeah.
What?
I got in trouble in the Army, and a sergeant major of mine, she had me read every article. There's it's called the Uniform Code of Military Justice, and she had me read from Article number 1 all the way to Article 134, of which different types of corrective training. We won't say punishment. Corrective training that the Army has.
Damn.
Yeah. She's like, oh, you want to be a knucklehead? Well, let me show you something. And that's how you hurt them. You hurt them instead of taking their money. You educate them.
Yeah.
And that's what she did. She had me read every single article.
Because you're not really hurting them. You're making them learn, but you're also making them, like, understand, too, like, other shit. Like, because you're helping them, too. Because even reading anything, whether it be a pamphlet or anything, is good practice. You're reading.
Exactly. And when you find out what you can get in trouble for, and that's just in the Army, you're like, oh, let me calm down.
If I beat that ass.
I love my freedom.
All right, we're coming to the last 5 minutes of the interview. So in the last round, we pretty much do this thing. It's called the weekly improv. Hold on, I want to make sure this is paused.
Okay.
And basically, we just do improv. We play an improv game.
All right.
We're gonna pick one from these.
Cool.
Well, there's actually two things we can do. Have you ever heard of freudian? Fuck! I'm drunk and I know it. Freudian. There you go. Freudian test.
Mm-mm.
You know who Freudian is?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, he's pretty much like he's pretty much like the godfather of psychology, one of them.
Yeah.
And on here we take some Freudian tests, so it like basically tells you a little bit about yourself.
Really?
Yeah, without you knowing your subconscious. But do you have
know me?
Do you have your phone on you by any chance?
Yeah, it's right here.
All right, I'm gonna grab mine. 2 seconds.
Okay.
My dumb ass left it over there.
Yeah. So again, if you're out there, come hit us up. It's been a pleasure to be here. This is great. We got some angry orchards because I'm a lightweight.
I know, I'm over
I don't drink beer, but I like these.
Okay, I'm glad. I could have brought you. Oh, we got you some water too.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Okay, so bring out your notes.
Oh, okay. It's like a brand new fresh notes.
Or whatever, yeah. I'm just gonna. There's gonna be 2 questions. We're gonna do 2 to make it a little shorter. So first question is: imagine these 5 animals are standing in front of you. Okay, a cow, a tiger, a sheep, and a horse, and a pig.
All right.
Put them in whatever order you desire.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do this with you too.
I can spell it right. Why did I put in front of it? I'm special. Should I be worried about the answers?
Nah, it'll just tell us if you're like psychotic or not. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, got him.
2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing. Me too. Okay.
All right.
All right. So the second one. The second question is: describe every object in the list with just one adjective.
Okay.
So a dog is. Cat is. Rat is. Coffee is.
Woohoo. And the C.
And the C is. Okay. All right. So in the first question, in the order you place the animals, indicates your priorities in life.
Ooh.
Okay, so mine is, I'll go first. Mine's a tiger, a horse, a sheep, a cow, and a pig.
Oh.
What is yours?
I got pig, sheep, cow, horse, then the tiger.
Okay, all right. So then now let's figure out what it is. Okay, so so what was the first thing you put?
The pig.
So the pig represents money.
Ooh.
I put the tiger. Tiger is a sense of self-worth.
Oh wow.
What's the second one? I put a horse.
I have sheep.
So the sheep represents love.
Oh.
And the horse represents family.
Okay.
Okay, and then a sheep, I put 3 for a sheep. What did you put?
3 is the cow.
A cow. Okay,
Yeah.
so the cow, it represents your career.
Okay.
A sheep represents love.
Okay.
I put love. Okay, so and then the fourth one is I put a cow.
I have the horse.
Okay, so the horse was what again?
The family.
Oh, family. Okay, mine was a cow, which is career.
Right.
And then last, I put the pig.
And I have the tiger.
And you have the tiger. Wait, where's the tiger? A sense of self-worth. Mine's pig. Response represents money. This isn't 100%, but it just has like a little, like depending on how you picture these animals. Supposedly, that's pretty much what the Freudian test is like how we, in our brains, dictate color, animals, objects, shapes, all this stuff. So the second question, right? So the adjective that you use to describe each object reveals how you subconsciously see your life. The word you use to describe the dog, which is what I use, the dog I put is family.
I put loyal.
Is loyal.
Yeah.
Okay, so a dog reveals how you subconsciously see your life. You're loyal, and I'm family. I guess the same thing. Because family could be loyal. Yeah.
Yeah. John Toretto would love these answers.
All right, hey, we gotta
Like
put the little meme right here, dude. Family. Yeah. Okay. I put cat is fast.
I put mean.
It's what?
Mean.
Mean. Okay. The word used to describe cat represents your partner's personality. Cat is fast. I don't have a partner.
At times.
Well, you are dating a comedian.
Exactly. So it's like nonstop.
It's impossible.
Nonstop roasting.
Oh shit. Okay, so a rat I put is sneaky.
I put hungry because they're always looking for food.
Okay, so what you use to describe the rat is the way you see your enemies. Ooh. They're sneaky. You see them as hungry. Hungry as fools. Okay, I put coffee is addicting.
I put awesome.
Okay.
It's delicious.
For real. Association you make with coffee describes your attitude to sex.
Oh.
Yes, it is. She's always delicious. Yes. I put addicting, so I'm safe.
There you go.
You know? All right, so the C is?
Massive.
Massive. I put the C is powerful.
Yes.
And the C describes your life overall.
Oh, wow.
You're massive, and I am powerful.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on.
So, I don't know. It's just fun to do. Maybe you learned a little bit about yourself or not.
Yeah. Somebody's going to be flattered. I mean, yeah, but you're awesome.
Hell yeah. You can't be mad at that.
Exactly.
That's good.
That was fun.
Hell yeah.
I was worried for a minute. I was like, ooh.
I'm glad you learned something about yourself.
Or something.
No, it actually proved the opposite.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's good.
Hell yeah. And again, thank you so much for coming. Hey, where can everyone find you? What's your Instagrams?
So Instagram is SHAR1TA_Sharita. Facebook, it's Sharita. Just hyphenated SHA space RITA. I just took my last name off because I don't need the X coming after me for royalties. I don't, you know. So I'm on there. I'm on Twitter as Sharita as well, but it's spelled 5HAR1TA. So it's just basically my name, but you have like certain algorithms. You gotta spell it a certain way, stand out, be unique. So basically, my first name Sharita on all social media platforms.
Okay, nice. Hell yeah.
And
where can they find about all your shows for sure? Which is your Facebook?
I put it on my Facebook and I put it on my Instagram. And I am a gamer, so I am on Twitch. But my Twitch name is Tiger Lily because apparently there's like a shitload of Sharitas. So I couldn't use my name on that one. So I'm Tiger Lily. TYGYRLILLY. Tiger Lily. So find me on there because when I live stream, for the first time, I'm going to live stream the September 17th Bro Show. Nice. As requested. It was requested. They said live stream, and I said
on Twitch, catch it for free then, right?
Yes, well, we're trying to because I know a lot of people are not going to come up because of COVID. Yeah. They want to come and see the shows or stuff is happening. They're scared to come out. So those of us who can brave the weather, why not? We'll stream it.
Yeah. So you guys can watch it. Make sure you guys check that out. Thank you again for coming again. Check out her podcast because she hosts
Shenanigans.
Nighttime Shenanigans with Sharita.
Yes, because there was so many podcasts named Shenanigans and
Nighttime and all this stuff.
It's hard to name stuff nowadays.
It really is. There's dozens of everything. Yeah, but thank you guys. Stay informal and stay gangster. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.